In the summer of 2020, Crunchyroll released an original show from the company's production budget. In order to give the project the best of works, MAPPA Studio was called in to animate the project. This venture was the God of Highschool. The first season worked wonders, even during the peak of the pandemic. However, after the pilot ended, the streamer has seemed to forget about the return. So what happened to the God of Highschool Season 2? Is it ever returning? Here is all you need to know about it. The God of Highschool anime series originally draws a plot from the Korean manga of the same name. Yongje Park is the creator of the franchise. The ongoing manhwa has surpassed the 500-chapter mark within 10 years. In July 2020, Studio MAPPA brought this story to life. Now, the fans of the franchise are looking forward to the return of Season 2. As of the last update, there has been no news of the renewal of The God of Highschool Season 2. Most of the credit for the absence of solid news goes to the constraints of the pandemic. Ever since the pilot season came to a halt in September 2020, Crunchyroll and MAPPA have refrained from commenting on the renewal of the series. Moreover, none of the team members of the show have come out to tease the return. However, the makers have also not confirmed the cancellation of the second season. Thus, there are still chances that the anime can return in the near future. The God of Highschool, when it ended, teased newer mysteries for the upcoming season. However, during the peak of the pandemic, Crunchyroll had to shelve the project to cut corners in the time of crunch. This was the major reason why the production decision of the second season never made it to the floors. Even at this point, there has been no update on the current production status. In fact, it's hard to say if the makers are even considering the production of the show. Related, 15 best Korean anime of all time that everyone should watch. The pilot season of The God of Highschool used up only 122 of the total chapter from the original webtoon manhwa. The 13-episode series ended up using way less material than the source actually provided. As of the last update, the manhwa is currently running in the final arc 6 of the story. The last arc has stretched over 500 chapters in total. This implies that Yongje Park's manhwa has material for more than 4 seasons. Thus, the source material is not a concern for the renewal here. In fact, there is no particular constraint that is hurdling the return of the show above the scheduling delay. The first season of The God of Highschool covered the first 2 arcs of the original manhwa. This includes the Match with Gods and the National Competition arc. By the end of the season, Mori won the God of Highschool tournament. He used the wish to heal Ilpyo's friend who got injured during the match. The final moments of the season teased that Daewoo and Mira were convincing Mori that he needed to go back to his original home in order to retrieve his memories. After becoming the Monkey King, he has lost all memories of becoming a god. Thus, Mira believes that reliving the memories will bring back his godly stature. Now, the God of Highschool Season 2 will begin the adventure arc of the manhwa. This will include the Saga Realm arc, the Second Great War, and the post-war stories. This means that Mori and his friends are likely to encounter a war in the homeland of the Monkey King. The second season will also touch upon the aftermath of the tournament and the other characters that left the match. Also read Top 13 High School Anime, which will take you back to classrooms. In many cases, studios and production companies operate on a tight schedule. This means that creators that pitch ideas need to book dates months in advance. In the case of The God of Highschool Season 2, Crunchyroll could not keep up with the tight schedule of MAPPA. Thus, the streamer is left with 2 options. Either the company can wait for some time or pitch with a new production company to complete the show. However, leaving MAPPA would be no less than a slide down. Thus, fans can expect a considerable delay in the process. Even if the production is to commence before 2021 ends, then within 6 months, the animation would be complete. So, the Season 2 of TGOH may release in the winter 2022 slate. We will be sure to update this section accordingly.